What's going on YouTube? It's Brian for Team Arsenal back with another video, and as you can see, we on DB and we're in there like quick fix as we come with you with the updated Striker Orcust deck profile. Now before we get into it, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, tell your friends about us. At the time of recording this video, we have 215 subscribers, trying to get to 250, 300, 350, because every 50 subscribers is a giveaway. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off with the monsters, I see they're a little jumbled here, but we'll try to go navigate through this. For the starters, as far as monsters, we're looking at Armageddon Knight, Double Girsu, Double Ray. Those are our normal summons for the deck. Seeing one of these usually gets our plays going. Obviously, I want to call them the bricks because I literally hate seeing them in my hand. One symbol, one nightmare, one world one. Now, for you guys who know my deck profiles, I always try to keep it as slim as possible as far as the Orcust cards. So Orcust cards are not really that good in bunches in your hand and stuff. You'd rather just see the starter and that's it. Nobody else. Everybody else, when the engine gets going, that's great. Other than that, no, we're good. And then for the hand traps, we have Double Ash, one Droll, one Effect Veiler. This is a small lineup right now. I'm really trying to figure out how to fit this cross-out designator in here when the deck is meant to go second. So it's kind of a work in progress here. So just bear with me on that one. Now we get into the spells, which is really heavy, obviously. We're playing double cross out. Don't feel like we need 3 going second. One trap to 2. One Foolish Burial. One Foolish Burial Goods. Both starters in the deck. Triple Droplets is really great this format. Double Mystic Mind in case we break and we just can't get there. One Babble. One Return. One Rhoda. One Area Zero. One Afterburners. One Hornet Drones. One Shark Cannon. We used to play 2 of this. Now we're playing 1 because it doesn't really feel that strong right now in the current format, except for with certain decks. Double Widow Anchor, still good. One Multi Roll, one Engage, one Terraforming. We're also now playing double Triple Tax Talent. It's a really powerful card. I've tried it out in my other decks where it's like whether it goes first or second, it's really, really good. Because a lot of the decks nowadays are really like they're based on monster negates and stuff like that of the sort, so you're definitely going to actually resolve one in most of your matchups, especially with current decks like Dryatrons, Tri Brigade, Sword Soul, etc. So yeah, and then we play Upstart as a 40 card deck, and then for the traps we're playing double Infinite Permanence and double Crescendo. Crescendo is a negator as well as a searcher, so that's why it makes Foolish Burial Goods a starter, because you can just dump the Crescendo, banish Crescendo Search for your Girsu or whatever Orcust card you're missing. Yeah, the only thing I'm really iffy about is that ratios on the hand traps, but I tried to go with the most popular hand traps in the format right now, so at least I have all those covered, and especially the ones that will really hinder my deck if I happen to go first. So yeah. Now moving to the side deck, we play double Lancia because Lancia is really good this format. One Droll, one will fit 3 in there, but I can't do it right now. Double Nib, same reason with Droll. You at least gotta have 2 of it in there. Third cross off when we go first. We try to make sure we at least have some optimal cards going first with the card. The deck doesn't necessarily have to go second now. It's just you would prefer to go second to start off with. Because all the cards you have for that play, obviously, because majority scratch here. Triple Dark Luna Moore is like a baby droplet. You just want to say forget the hand traps. You just want to go straight in negation on when you're going second. And then we're playing triple Lightning Storm, just to cover every matchup we play. And plus, droplet plus Lightning Storm is really underrated. People really just don't give it credit. It's just that with Dark Luna Moore and Lightning Storm as well. Forgive me with the camera shaking, is my cat losing his mind. And finally, we have triple Twin Twisters. We just hate back row. That's why we do it. And now for the extra deck, we're looking at double Dingirsu, one Zeus. Yes, you can go into it if you just strictly go Girsu. Girsu, make token turns to Linkuriboh, turns to Galatea, go into Dingirsu swing. That's immediately Zeus. And then from there, you already have the Orcust Nightmare in graveyard. And the Zeus has already done his job. So basically from there, you actually just start playing the game now. So that's why we play that. Barricade Board Blocker, we play like 3 different field spells. There's 4 of them in total. So, and then we also have multi-rogue, etc. cards that you can grab back, and also it gets bricks out of our hand. Triple Galtea, the main monster we go into in the deck. IP Masquerade for the IP combo. Same thing with Unicorn for the IP combo. Then Kribo, you need it for the Gear Suit. And then for the Sky Striker cards, we're playing double Kagari because you only have one engaged. So, and then Hayates to get us started. Shizuku, I wish I could play more of this, but I only got space for one, and the Zeke as well, because the Zeke does come up a lot. So now, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get right into the matchup for you guys. All right, guys, DB rated time. This time we have myself versus Dole. Shout out to you. He's playing Drytron, so it's awesome. This should be dope. I think we won the RPS, but we allowed him to go first, obviously. So let's go ahead and get right into it. 40 versus 40. Gotta love to see it. Shout out to DB. Opening hands, we have Engage, Crescendo, Ash Blossom, Symbol, and Droplet. At first, it's not the most optimal hand, but you can easily just dump the Symbol and the Crescendo for the whatever the board set is, most likely the IP or the IP and the Ultimate Nest. And then you have a starter still, and then the Crescendo and Graveyard is a starter. And you have like one disruption on your opponent's turn. You just gotta know what to hit. And then on their side, we have Alpha, Delta, Call by the Grave, Cyber Emergency, and Forbidden Droplet. Pretty standard hand here. Yeah, he's basically just gonna get there. Yeah, he's gonna get there. It's a Call by Grave. I don't know why I'm even thinking about it. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Start off with the Cyber Emergency. Searches for Zeta. And we'll use Alpha attributing off to Zeta. Search for Ben 10. And then Ben 10 attribute off of Zeta. Zeta effect, search for Field Spell. My ritual spell, excuse me. And then Ben 10, that's where we would try to Ash without getting Called by the Grave. Alright, cool. So it's gonna search out the Diviner. Overlay for the Mu Beta effect. Dumping the Gamma. Then normal summon Diviner, dumping Arclight effect to search, adding Ultimateness. Remediotis, detaching one from Mu Beta, summon out Ben 10. Then Ben 10 is tributed off for Gamma. Gamma summons out itself and Zeta. Ben 10 search for Orange Light. And you get back your Remediotis targeting the Gamma. Then activate Remediotis again, detaching again for Ultimateness. And link away those two for our IP. Set one and pass. The set one is the Droplet, which that's going to come in handy. So now we're going to our turn. Draw a Ray for turn, another starter. Here's immediately just go Droplet a standby. Dumping Crescendo and the Symbol to handle the IP and the Ultimateness. Now, if we knew what was in hand, we knew about the Orange Light, we didn't know what the set was, and we didn't know what the other card in hand was. But we were going with the knowledge of basically that might be maybe a crossout or something like that, and in the hand might be 2 fairies. That was our mindset on that one. So, yeah. Moving forward, we're going to go into Ray. Go to battle phase. I think we can try to punch over the Diviner and the IP, and if he stops us with the Orange Light in hand, then so be it. So we'll go Ray, damage step, he goes and does Droplet, which prevents me from tagging out, which that's a smart move on his part, because we could just tag out into Hayate, just continue from there. But instead, it kind of works out in our favor because we already had the Engage in hand, and we still got rid of 2 monsters that we were trying to get rid of to begin with, so that's fine. Main phase 2, link Ray away into Hayate, go into Engage. Engage will search for our Afterburners to get rid of the Ultimateness. Pop it. Then we'll go into Kagari to get back our Engage. So then we'll play Engage. Get our multi-roll, so we can actually start some recursion here. Then link away into our Shiz. Then in phase, Shiz is going to search for our Widow Anchor, I believe. Yes. Which hindsight being 2020, I think we should have went for Shark Cannon instead. The Shark Cannon could have got rid of maybe the Alpha, and then Shark Cannon could have came back on his turn as well and got rid of the Zeta. But the thing is, he's so far ahead now. He literally has every name at his disposal. So it's like at this point, it's not looking very good. We're just going with the hope that if we take that Mu Beta, he has no other Drytrons in hand or rituals. So set that. Turn, draw Zeta for turn, so it's just basically closing the door at that point. Because we try to just Widow Anchor it away to just play it safe, but it's just not gonna be. It's gonna be for nothing. We're just basically waiting for him to just show us game at this point. Because like I said, we were hoping that if we Widow Anchored away the Mu Beta, he might not have enough in hand to actually keep playing the game. But like I said, he had the Delta, the Zeta, so it was just basically close the door. Let's see, go through his combo here. Like, I'm not really going to explain all this stuff. It's just basically him just going through freestyle here until he gets to game. Because he saw that the reason he's doing all this, I should actually explain that part. The reason he's doing all this is because multi-roll will give me something back. He has to compete with a Shiz that will then turn into a Ray. And then he still has to fight over the Mu Beta as well. It's a lot of bodies to get over. And he's trying to basically get rid of the recursion first, and then from there he just kills me outright. So there's the Appaloosa. That's basically the end game right there. So now moving on into game 2. We opt to go first, which a lot of people don't see coming, but with the cross-out designator now, as well as tactical talents and everything like that, it's fine to go first. See, opening hand right now, we have double Nib, 1 Ray, 1 Engage, and 1 Widow Anchor. That's pretty soft for going first with Sky Strikers. Then on his side, we're looking at double Diviner, 1 Droll Lockbird, 1 Delta, and 1 Orange Light. So this hand has 1 Monster Negate. And he has a starter, but he doesn't have the cards to actually get the combo going. Like this can get the Arc Light. Arc Light will search for a ritual spell or a ritual monster, but he would still not be able to get there with just this. So start off a turn, we're gonna go for Engage. Search out our multi-roll. There he drops roll, that's fine. Multi-roll, Ray tag out. When I tag out, links away. I don't links away because we play around orange lights and gammas. So Gigari, now he's opportunity. He could orange light us it right here, but would it really matter if we just go right into a Shiz off of the Ray effect? So add back Engage, set Widow Anchor, and we realize there's no point in going for Shiz because he already drew unlocked Bird, so we're just gonna have to hang our hats on this Widow Anchor and this Nibiru, which with his hand it should be fine. All right, now see he has Zeta, which if this Diviner gets through, yeah, he actually gets there. So yeah. So he starts off with the Zeta, tributing off the Delta. Goes to get Ritual. Then Diviner effect. That's what's going to get met with Widow Anchor. Then he tributes away to Zeta for Delta, trying to draw into what he needs. But he does not. So he's going to link for 2 into his Phoenix to actually get rid of our recursion there. That's a pretty good play. And then pass turn. And if we're trying to redraw Horde Drones, we actually have follow up if in case this gets disrupted. So main phase, link away into Hayate, go into battle phase. We're basically trying to dump some spells in the grave. So side directly. It doesn't dump the afterburners, which now I'm thinking about, we probably should have dumped the Area Zero, but it didn't really matter at this point. We're just trying to, let's say, get spells in the grave, have Shark Cannon with Widow Anchor set up with the Nibiru, so we actually just close the door. So we go into Gigari effect to add back the multi-roll, play multi-roll, activate Engage, search for Shark Cannon, activate Shark Cannon, getting rid of the Delta. Because my mindset on that was, the Zeta, he already has the ritual spell. The Delta's trying to help him draw more cards. So let's stop the delta, let him have the zeta for now. So now we're going to link away into our shiz. In phase shiz is going to search for one of the very few remaining Sky Striker cards in this deck, Area 0. And then we're going to go ahead and set up Widow Anchor and Shark for his turn. I should probably close the door depending on what he draws. So he goes ahead, Diviner, that meets Widow Anchor. He's going to link those two away for Unicorn. Unicorn, shuffle away the Shizuku, which that's smart because he's trying to get us to trigger the triple tactic silence for him, which that's pretty smart because now he gets to draw 2. But I was thinking before he actually even revealed the talents, I was thinking about own res of the raid to tag out immediately into like a Kagari or something like that. But I was like, you know what? No, I thought better of it. So he goes tactics. And then to draw 2 and I chain ray for shiz. And he draws into Zeta and MST. So from there, that's basically game. So now moving on to the final game. We're going to see Doll go first. Opening hand on his side, we'll start with him first. Gamma, Natasha, Orange Light, Delta, and Cyber Emergency. So this hand basically gets him there and he has the negation to protect him from any like monster hand traps. So and then on our side we have Droplet, Widow Anchor, Infinite Permanence, Tact Talents, and Girsu. So you have a starter, a crap ton of defenders and going second cards. So let's see how this goes. Stop the emergency, that's fine. Add the alpha. You go alpha, tribute to Delta, search for Ben 10. Then he goes Ben 10, tribute it off for Delta. Reveal Natasha, draw a card. Draws Pot of Prosperity. And then he searches the Diviner off of Ben 10. Overlay for Beta. Nah, I feel like he's trying to get a Zeta engrave. Yeah, I guess that's the only one he doesn't have, right? Or he does. He already has Zeta. He doesn't have Zeta yet, so I'm thinking he needs to get his ritual spell. So I say, you know what? I'm just gonna infinite permanence this, and if he gets past, he gets past it. Which with all the bodies he had, he was getting there either way. So Diviner, Arclight, get ritual spell. New Beta. He tries to attach one, but it's negated, so he has to get rid of the whole entire monster. So I'm thinking, okay, cool, he might be done here. And he overlays into the Beatrice, will get some into the Zeta. Then he trips off the Gamma in hand for Zeta. Zeta searches the second Meteor Drytron, which that came up seriously came up a lot. It's one tribute for Gamma, summon out that end Beta. Mediotis, Ben 10, link all that away for IP and pass turn. And for turn, we draw Drone Library, which if we drew that in our opening hand, this would have went so much better. So much better. But right now, as you can see, we only can really have to compete with the Orange Slight in hand because we have the Droplet for these. I'm thinking if there's a way to play this more optimal than I actually played it. So I was waiting for him to trigger the Beatrice. And when he triggered the Beatrice, I just changed the Widow Anchor. But now I'm thinking I should have probably triggered the Droplet, dumping the Drone Lock Bird and the Widow Anchor to negate the IP and the Beatrice off rip. Then I went to Girsu to attempt the Girsu effect, but that's when Orange Light came down, and unfortunately shut my plays down. Now I have to draw 2 cards. I hope I get there. So I don't think sniping his hand is gonna do anything right now. Actually, could have sniped his hand, but I don't know. I feel like that'll still left me with nothing. I'd rather have something. Right now, I have literally nothing to play with, even if he passed turn back to me. So we just have to draw 2. So we drew Crescendo and the Reinforcement Army. So right here, I'm thinking, okay, the droplet is better. But then I realized, since I didn't drop it sooner, if I set the droplet, he's just going to unicorn it away. So that put me in a really bad position right there. Because everybody use our normal summon, I just can't play the game. So we have to just shotgun the droplet, negating the IP, and hoping that the drone lockbird gets us there. Because we have follow up for next turn. It's just we have no way to play the game now. So we pass turn. He draws another Drytron, which that seems to be the calling card with Drytrons now. It just has happened to top deck the Drytron they need to actually play the game. So he's going to tribute off for the Alpha. I was going to search for the Idaten. We're going to drop Drone Lockbird, but I think it's too late now. So we're going to link all that way for Boral Sword. And then go into the Gamma and the Zeta. And that's game right there, guys. So that's gonna wrap up for this video. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell your friends about it. What do you guys got in your deck list for your Striker Orcust if you're playing Striker Orcust or you're playing anything like that? Because I'm thinking right now this might not be the best build for this current format. I was thinking about low key. Don't get mad, but taking out the Orcust for now and playing like a Sky Striker, Destiny Hero kind of package. Because I feel like the Sky Striker Destiny Hero is like really good right now compared to the Orcust thing. Because the Orcust thing is really clunky and can brick. And with these decks nowadays, they're just literally just go. And if you don't get there, you might as well just scoop the game up at that point. I'm gonna keep testing. Any ideas you guys have, leave in the comment section below. Help me out with this one. This has been Rand for Team Arsenal signing out. Peace and have a great day.
Hi guys, it's Bunny from Team Arsenal. As always, thank you for watching our videos, and always remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys. Bye.